Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where everyone else is in the world today. Although my wonderful co host Laura is dialing in from, where did you say?
I am in the Dominican Republic, in Punta Cana at Club Med, and it is
Oh,
fabulous. Yeah,
ah,
it's really cool. It's really cool. And I'm so excited to be bringing the wealth of self from around the world. We're
right.
traveling and visiting places and doing really amazing, empowering podcasts.
Now, yet again, and I'm getting chills as I'm about to say this, Laura and myself on the same page, even though we didn't speak about it. I
No.
literally last night, to our listeners, was sitting thinking about just life in general and what we're trying to do with this podcast and what we're trying to achieve with it. And something came into my mind that had been shared with me by a publicist many, many years ago, saying, by the way, one of the best ways to really get a message out is to take it to different places
Yeah.
because then you're impacting different communities and you're sharing a unique perspective for your audience as well. And I was just like, oh, that's really interesting. And then she said, oh, and I know how to get you to be able to go to these places. And she shared a whole strategy with me, which Laura and myself might discuss and share with you all on another stage. But suffice to say that, Laura, you're spot on. It's so beautiful to be able to bring the message from all over the world.
Yes. And also, again, reminding everyone as we grow and we build together, you are seeing the law of attraction, intentional empowerment at work. We are expanding together with our community to let you know that yes, there are challenges to building business, to creating partnerships, to cultivating a community, but we are doing it. Nothing is going to stop us. We are going to continue to work on this consistently so that you can see it can be done. While you're raising a family, while you're building a relationship, while you're creating, again, these partnerships. And I work two other jobs while we're creating this. This is our
Yep.
massive big side hustle, but it is
Yes.
what we're going towards. It's all possible. And one little nugget of empowerment for today, that the moment I let go of the struggle, which I've held on to all of my life, everything began to unfold. And Stefan is going through that also. The universe is
Yep.
pouring beautiful entities and help into us, and it will happen for all of you. Just stay with us and enjoy the ride.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. With that being said, this is a very interesting draw for the coming week.
Ooh.
Oh, from the spiritual side of the draw, I will say that there is a little bit of heaviness there. Okay. There's a little bit of a feeling of perhaps some tumultuous energy coming in, which might want to throw us off. But the beautiful thing is that the advice card from the spiritual side of the draw is the Hanged Man. Now, the reason why that's a beautiful thing is because a lot of people don't realize that the Hanged Man is actually a very powerful and empowering card because it's basically showing a man who's hung up, but when you look closely, you see that he's able to get himself out of the situation at any
Yeah.
stage he chooses, right? He's actually got a bit of a smile on his face. There's
Mhm.
this halo around his head. There's all of this power that as soon as he wants to, he can extricate himself from this. On the physical side of the draw, there's acknowledgement that we are feeling tired. We're feeling pushed down. We're feeling um, as though the energy's just gotten so heavy and it's difficult to push through it. So interestingly, though, on the conscious side of it, the cards are saying, however, you have the power to change this with your words. With your words, with your thoughts. I've got the Magician card here, which is all about literally being diplomatic, not just with the universe and everyone around you, but with yourself. Really going into yourself and going, how can I be more careful with what energies I'm putting out? And then the card of what is and the advice card just so beautifully wraps it all up. It's showing us that we really need to have a bit of balance going into this new week. So emotions might be running high. We want to stay a bit grounded, but still embrace the emotions. Don't push them away. They're there for a reason. They are messages. Embrace them. And then the final advice card is everything that we have been working for and working on for so long. So we have an apprenticeship card. It's now kind of up to the universe to let that expand and grow out. The card is literally showing a farmer who's tilled his fields rather, sorry, and has done everything that he possibly can, and now he just has to wait for nature to take its course so he can reap the bounty. And that's the advice from the universe.
So I personally love, well, I always love all of this. We sat last night in this grand dining setup here at Club Med. So you meet people from all over the world. And
Mm,
we spoke to this incredibly beautiful family with three amazing boys talking about this balance, discipline, um, the care of self so that we can then offer that out to the world, and how everything is off kilter a little bit, but don't allow that off balance to move you. And we were just talking about this before, that you are watching us grow and create while we're all
literally.
going through things. And Stefan and I talk about this all the time before we are, live. Certainly when we do all our masterminding and our brainstorming sessions, we have a big life that we're up against like everyone else. But you persevere. You, again, remember to use the challenges and the contrast as the fuel, the mechanism to push through. The moment you understand how it feels to recalibrate a block, an obstacle, a challenge, something that's brings you a discomfort, the moment it comes into your environment and you feel an emotional reaction or a mental or a spiritual or a physical reaction, the moment that experience clicks in, remember, it's only clicking in to click to the next gear. It isn't a movement to lock you into place. It's um a, a movement to keep clicking the wheel and moving it around and creating this beautiful flow of visually seeing the contrast and knowing that you have this amazing power to recalibrate it to the next step. So
Yeah,
that's what I love about the hangman and the smile, because he knows I am not hung up on anything. It's a
right.
position for the moment, and I've got what it takes to loosen, right? Loosen the challenge of what it's
Yes,
representing.
absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I'm feeling so good about this energy for the next week. It's just so nice to know that we do have the power. It's all within us, right?
And it's so funny because I pull our power quote from the
Yes,
Science of Empowerment.
I'm always so
And
excited for this.
yeah, so the power quote says, stay open to new ideas and effective mindfulness. Yeah, effective mindfulness. This is exactly what this tarot reading was about. It's all there.
Mhm.
And even if there's a weight, a heaviness, again, a reaction, continue to master the mindfulness of the wealth of self. You've got everything to master: thought, physicality, spirituality, business, growth. It's all contained. You are this actual living library of information, of data. You are in control of what you put in, how you regulate it in your body, in your movements. Be excited with us. Take this journey and create a life of mastery, because that's what you deserve. That is what we are all here to experience. Everything under that umbrella is just a catalyst to evolution. That's all it is. It isn't there to block you. It isn't there to frustrate you. It is there to remind you, and I'm going to say it all the time, of your brilliance and your greatness. That's it.
So something just came in for me as you were saying all of that, Laura, and I'm so grateful that you did. As our audience will know, sometimes we issue these little challenges to ourselves and to the audience as well. And one just came in for me now, which is I would like to challenge our audience and myself as well to make a list of 3 to 5 things that are in contrast. They're not quite where
Mm,
we're wanting them to be. Don't make them big things, make them relatively small things. And look at how you can change your mindset
yeah,
around it to shift the energy to something more positive that allows in the growth and the evolution that Laura was just talking about.
that's beautiful because it could be three very simple things: drink more
Yeah.
water, take a walk, just rest a little differently at night, plan a vacation, even if you feel like there's no way, bills, money, economy, just some things that you can achieve right away. And if maybe one or two things that are a dream, a goal, play with the mind. Allow yourself to realize that you are the match to what you can create. And what
Mm,
you can create is endless. It is endless. Everything is possible, and please don't doubt that. What you may doubt is the steps to what can be created, one step at a time. Listen to the podcast, read the book, become coached, get tarot readings, use that beautiful alchemy of spirituality and science and the science of empowerment, the wealth of self, everything that we have to offer. Begin to build your own internal living library and start to pull on these skill sets that we're offering and create your own path to greatness. There's no end. There's no end. There's not even an end to the
there's no,
galaxy. No.
yeah,
So there's no end in us.
beautiful, beautiful, beautifully said. As always, it's so wonderful to have these discussions, and I'm so excited for this next week. It's going to be
Yes.
absolutely incredible. From myself in South Africa and from Laura in Dominican Republic, enjoy your
Hutakana, baby.
holiday, my friend. Oh,
Yes.
and so I completely forgot. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in wishing Laura a very happy birthday from this
Thank you.
week.
Thank
Very
you.
excited.
Thank you.
And enjoy your holiday, my friend. You absolutely deserve it. And we
I
will be
will.
back next week.
Yes.
Um, Looking forward to it.
Probably not on Monday because I'm traveling, but I'm not
Yes.
sure. But let me check our flight. And then if we can, we'll be here on Monday morning.
Good.
I'll let you know.
Good.
Wonderful. And everyone
Awesome.
really have an empowered weekend. And I want you just to play with the idea of your brilliance. Just
Mm.
suspend all of it and just move through your weekend as if you were this brilliant creational being. Have fun with it and see what happens. And when doubt sets in, remember the doubt is just the mechanism to keep propelling you forward. I promise you, it'll all work out.
It really will. It really does. Have a wonderful day and looking forward to seeing you all again very soon. Bye now.
Bye.